The Chief of Defense Staff Conference with Joint Task Force Commanders has ended in Abuja with renewed commitment to tackling all threats to national security. The CDS said troops have achieved a significant feat against bandits in the northwest, particularly in the last 48 hours. The defense chief explained that wanted bandit warlord Bello Turji and his foot soldiers are in disarray following coordinated attacks on his enclaves.
Like we said, the kinetic and the non-kinetic will continue to go hand in hand. We give them a window. It's either you surrender or we take you out. The choice is theirs. And you can see some of them have seen reason and are dropping arms, releasing all prisoners that are with them. We'll continue to maintain momentum until we have peace.
Earlier, the service chiefs highlighted some of the challenges and efforts to tackle insecurity in the country.
To close this conference, we must come to terms that the contemporary counter-terrorism and counter-insurgency operations are executed almost at the same time as single service, joint and combined operations. We must therefore learn to understand and accommodate the nuances in our mode of operations and synergize to achieve the desired end state, which is the restoration of peace within our country so that socio-economic activities could thrive.
I want to use this opportunity once again to reassure this gathering that we remain committed, we remain devoted to carrying out our statutory mandate. And as the bandits, as the insurgents, as the vandals keep on bringing new tactics, we will keep on also reorganizing and changing our tactics in order to put them on the run.
The conference emphasized the need for all commanders to build community resilience in time.
All right, before I go into this particular video or this particular issue that happened, I think yesterday in Borno State, where the Boko boys, these terrorists and bandits, joint bandits that were recruited and were funded by the Zoological Republic of Animal Kingdom's Janjaweed terrorist army that has been buying innocent people in Biafran land. Now, these guys invaded, a remote barracks, a remote army barracks in Borno State. That is the northeastern part of the country, right? The same northeastern part of the country that the army, the chief of defense staff, and the top officials claim that they have taken over, that they've done well to protect, those regions. Now, few weeks or few months later, we're having a critical strike that has taken the lives of 20 soldiers. Now, before I go deep into what really happened, I saw the video on social media. It's not something we can post here because of the YouTube guide. The zoo army were crying, lifeless bodies here and there. This is one of the reasons why our Igbo youths are being warned about joining the army. It's not as if, for those of you who want to really defend, you want to fight, you're eager to fight. I always advise people, if you're really eager to fight, it is better you do the needful by defending your own land. It will be something of pride that you were sent to judgment defending Biafran land. It is something of pride and more honorable to do that, because the people you're claiming you want to defend don't even give a damn about you. They don't care about you. They are ready, to toss you away. You're not compensated. Your families are not compensated. Go and look at the conditions of those that have that have actually lost their loved ones, during any WAR or in the course of defending the zoo. Go and look at their current situation. Then you will understand what we were saying. Now, the biggest problem that Musa has is the fact that he keeps lying to the public. He keeps deceiving the zoo. He keeps deceiving, those who are gullible. And that is why, these people are being dealt with by these terrorists, bandits. Now look at the level of atrocity that these bandits are doing in the land, in their land. Mostly targeted in the northern eastern part of the country, where where mostly they are Christians. But in all this, I haven't seen the zoo government come out to castigate these people and declare serious state of emergency in these states. But look at what happened in Rivers State. Just a political issue that happened. Immediately, state of emergency was actually declared. The fact is that they are doing themselves. They keep on destroying themselves and destroying their lives and property. So the big news there is that another barrack was actually taken down. It was razed down. It was razed down beyond recognition by these terrorist Janjaweed terrorist army that they are still recruiting into their army. When we come out and we call the zoo army a terrorist army, you don't understand. You don't understand. These people are, bringing in terrorists, bandits into the army. And these bandits are now sent into Biafran land. Thank God for the work that the Biafran Defense Forces have actually been doing in making sure that they protect and secure every territory of Biafran land. Watching the video, I saw the video, I was just shaking my head. A lot of lives were lost in that video. This is the call, a very serious call for our so-called Biafran brothers who still want to join the terrorist Janjaweed army. They will put you in war front, in front of these Boko people. They will. It is actually a short thing. There was one they went to, and they were ambushed. They were ambushed by, Boko. Most of the people that were, sent to those places were Christians. They were ambushed to the extent that some of them that managed to escape, ran away. They said they are no more joining, they are no more fighting, that they were left, abandoned to just by these wicked terrorist bandits. This is the kind of country we are dealing with. This is the kind of country we are dealing with. Country that doesn't have any, conscience for human rights. People are treated like animals, and you feel you can actually change the narratives. All we ask for is for the freedom of our people and for the zoo terrorist Janjaweed army, to stop buying innocent Biafrans in Biafran land. Now, on other trending issue that is happening in Biafran land, there is now a new tactics that the zoo Janjaweed terrorist army are using to abduct innocent Biafrans in Anambra State. Anambra State. Soludo is out again. First of all, he brought in the illegitimate president of the Zoological Republic of Animal Kingdom, Nigeria. Now, he's bringing up another one. I want you to listen to this video and make sure you share to every Biafran, especially those living in Anambra State.
Zoo Janjaweed at it again, as they devise a new tactics to destroy our people in the old Anambra State. Hear the news in details. Wonderful people of Biafra, lovers of freedom all over the world, you are welcome once again to Biafra Unite channel /television this very moment. Today's date is 12th of May 2025, and I have another important information and some pictorial evidences for every one of you listening to my voice right now from wherever you are all over the world. Biafrans and lovers of freedom, I want you to pay very good attention to this very news. because it's very, very important. I can assure you, my people, especially those of you living in the old Anambra State. I want every one of you to pay very good attention, because this very, very news is for you. But not only for you, because since their plan has failed in the old Anambra, they may bring it to Old Imo, Old Abia, Old Enugu, or Old Ebonyi, or even other states within the Biafra territory. Of course, the zoo states I'm talking about. Now, without further ado, you can see it on your screen. I will be reading this very news from Anambra Broadcasting Service, ABS. So, pay attention, because this very information contains a whole lot. So, we are going to read in details, analyze it briefly, and then show you the evidences. Not just reading from ABS, but I will show you pictorial evidences taken from the scene of event to show you that it is real. This very news is very, very important, especially for our youths. Everybody must pay very close attention. This is from the official Facebook page of ABS, Anambra Broadcasting Service. 302 Artillery Regiment conduct sanitation exercise in Onitsha. Ogochukwu Oranu, ABS News. As part of its Civil Military Corporation CIMIC initiatives, the 302 Artillery Regiment General Support and 14 Field Engineer Regiment have carried out a major sanitation service across selected communities in Onitsha South Local Government Area of Anambra State. Now, at first, only in the zoo that you have Civil Military Corporation initiate, they call it CIMIC initiatives. How is sanitation part, not just sweeping their bedrooms or maybe trying to keep the barracks clean? That I can understand. If you are cleaning your environment, the Mame Barracks in Onitsha, I will easily understand it. But coming to clean gutters and sweep main roads in the main town Onitsha, and you call it part of your Civil Military Corporation, I don't know which army of the world that will leave the protection of the so-called territorial integrity of its nation now engaging into sanitation, jobs. Only in this, and this thing does not happen in other part of the zoo. It does not happen in the north. It does not happen in the west, because those side, they own that side. Those are Nigerian areas. But here in Biafra land, this is where you see the army of the so-called nation engaging into sanitation. Imakwifabo sanitation, clean up. Now, the other time we saw the same zoo Janjaweed army dancing. They brought ekwe no gene in a kototo Obiageri in our local government of Sihitokwa. They were here na again the nation's military neke flyers na kototo. This is the zoo, and this is what Biafra has cost them. Yet they don't want to chicken out. They are still here. After all, they go Simon we will die here. You will die here. You will die here. And now they continued. The cleanup exercise led by the commander of the regiment, Colonel Adamu Mohammed, focused on clearing refuse dumps and desilting drainage systems to promote a healthier environment and reduce the risk of flooding during the rainy season. Is it your job? I thought they are praising Soludo. Soludo, why can't you implement something like LASMA or Loma? Don't even know which one they represent in Lagos. Why do we not have agency that does clean up in the east or in Anambra, to be precise? How comes the national military has now relegated the agency that does clean up? They relegated them and they have taken over the job. Mad people everywhere. They are no longer Janjaweed army. They are now doing cleanup services. Shame. This is what they have reduced themselves to. Now, the exercise spanned 11 neighborhoods. Listen, pay attention. The exercise spanned 11 neighborhoods, including Mbono Jike Street, Fege. Do you know Mbono Jike Street in Fege? It has nothing to do with the military barracks. Military barracks, Mame Barracks, is located in Awada. In Awada. It has nothing to do with Fege. Are you paying attention? In fact, Awada has no boundaries with Fege. Right? Now they say Nemo Street, Bishop Shanahan. Do you know where Bishop Shanahan is? Bishop Shanahan, Sheba Street, Yahaya Street, and Uzodimma Street, among others. Unbelievable. The Janjaweed army, you have failed. I'm going to tell you the reason why they are doing this. Just pay attention. I will tell you the reason why they are doing this. Right? Now they continued. Speaking at the flagging off of the exercise, Colonel Muhammad emphasized the importance of maintaining a clean environment, including during the rainy season. Is it your business? My people, let me tell you before showing you the pictorial evidences taken from the scene of event, let me tell you the truth here. The reason is because the Janjaweed army is very, very much aware that they have lost it all. They have lost face. They have lost support. They have lost every single thing in the entire Igbo land, especially in Igbo land. Are you paying attention? So they know that, especially during this last period, now they are running around for recruitment in the entire southeast. In the entire southeast, that they claim to be 5 states with millions of youths. They had only 51 youths, only 51 that were enlisted into the Janjaweed army, and those 51 are from Abia State. In Anambra, nothing. Imo, nothing. Enugu, nothing. Agøñý, nothing. He shocked them. In fact, he choked them. He choked. They couldn't believe it. So now they are coming to reality. They have beginning to see the reality, the handwriting on the wall, that they have been completely rejected. As in, a reject, you go far, because our eyes are open. First of all, we know that Boko Haram has overtaken the Zoo army. Secondly, we know that the Zoo army is a terrorist organization. Thirdly, we are seeing how they are destroying our lives and livelihood. Are you aware? Are you aware that day before yesterday, there was a bomb thrown at people's homes in Mbosi? Here, the same place in Anambra State, in Mbosi. This same military threw bomb from their fighter jet in a home of an innocent man, and that very man lost 4 of his children, his kids, instanta. 3 little babies and 1 grown-up son. That very man lost all his children instantly. Akwaneku everywhere. It's unfortunate that we have not been able to, launch our app, the first app that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu started building, which Mazi Simon Ekpa was, overseeing the progress. Before the launch of that app, they kidnapped Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Even when that app was ready, we were unable to launch that app and start using it. Now, Mazi Simon Ekpa, under Biafra government, started building our own app, which is going to be like Facebook, YouTube, X, including WhatsApp, bring them together. Now, at the very end of that very, beautiful, movement or assignment, Mazi Simon Ekpa was arrested by the Finnish authority. So therefore, we were unable to launch that one again for the second time. Had it been that app is out now, we will be able to be showing you all the atrocities of the zoo army. For our people who are not, fortunate enough to see all these atrocities via WhatsApp sharing, they can be able to see it from our own app, because this our app does not, stop you from sharing any image or video, no matter how gory it looks. But we'll get there. We will get there. Now, everybody's aware. So they are trying to entice us. They are trying to show us how good they are. They are trying to do all these things that is not even their job. Oh, people who are supposed to be protecting the so-called territorial integrity of the zoo are the one now doing cleanup. Unbelievable. The Zoological Republic of Animal Kingdom, Nigeria, is gone and gone for good. Now, in conclusion, before the pictures, he noted that the initiative is part of the Nigerian Army's effort to give back to the communities that support its operations and encourage residents to regularly take time to clean their surroundings. It's never your job, so don't tell us how to keep our surroundings clean. It's not your job. The initiative was warmly received by the community members who praised the military's proactive approach to community service. Listen, there is nothing like community service. I am telling our people now, the sole target of this, charade is to lure you into the zoo army, is to deceive you, to make you feel like they love you. They don't love you. People who murdered your children can never love you. It's not possible. There's no any time Nigerian army will love any Igbo man. It's not possible. Even an Igbo man who foolishly enough joined the Nigerian army will hate his fellow Igbo. That is what that uniform represents. That uniform represents hate against the Igbo. That's why they were able to massacre over 5 million Igbo people, Igbo Biafrans, between 1967 to 1970. So don't tell me anything. Don't even tell me anything. There's no how they will love us. All they are doing this is just to lure you to join their army so that they will send you to Medugri. That side. Now, these are the pictures. Mad people everywhere. You see? You see them? These are the pictures. Unbelievable. Look at them. Look at them. They even came with Gongoro. This is the Zoo Janjaweed army. They came with Gongoro. Look at them. Look at them. Unbelievable. So this is where you people have reached. This is how you have reduced yourself to nothing. Foolish people. They are a terrorist army. Look at them. Look at them. Look at them. Unbelievable. You see? The zoo is gone and gone for good. Yes, in conclusion, we must keep our environment very clean, right? Instead of becoming pigs in our own environment, in our own land, we must keep it clean. But don't allow the zoo terrorist army to deceive you with this very idiocy and stupidity that I just displayed in Onitsha. Thank you, my people. And make it go viral. Breaking news. Olu on fire as Zoo Janjaweed army set over 10 Fulani trucks ablaze, only for them to blackmail Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Hear the news in details. Wonderful people of Biafra, lovers of freedom all over the world, you are welcome once again to Biafra Unite channel / television this very moment. Today's date is 8th of May 2025, and I have some video clips and important information for every one of you listening to my voice right now from wherever you are all over the world. Dear friends and lovers of freedom, it don't happen. And I want you to pay very good attention to this very news. I'm going to make it very, very brief and fast because we have more news and important information coming your way immediately after we are done recording this very news. So many things are going on as I'm speaking to you right now. Olu is on fire. I'm going to release the video for you to watch and listen to what is going on there. The Zoo Janjaweed, after seeing how Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, destroyed the zoo and its DSS agents, completely destroyed in the court of law. The shame is too much on them. They cannot bear the shame because even their so-called witnesses are testifying against the state. You see how God works. God is too much. Our God is too much. And he reigns supreme over everything in the world. Their own witness is testifying against them, playing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's broadcast that they thought could have been a substantial evidence, which they thought that could have been, a very vital evidence for them to nail Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, not knowing that they are even testifying against themselves. This is how God works. Our God works in a very mysterious way. That is whom we serve. Now, after the Janjaweed have seen that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is defeating them and is winning the case in their own court while the whole world is watching, what have they done? They swung into action, and as I'm speaking to you right now, Olu is bleeding, and it did not end there because more news is coming your way. So before playing the video for you, I want to remind you that tomorrow, 9th of May 2025, is the D-Day. The day that all Biafrans will gather in Helsinki to protest, to march on the street of Finland for the immediate and unconditional release of our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa. So copy the number on your screen. Inquiry number for Finland protest for the release of Mazi Simon Ekpa. Please call +358 40 243 6561. This is the official number to call for any inquiry that you want to make, because tomorrow is the day that all Biafrans will march and show the Finnish authority that we mean business. So, without further ado, let us watch the video. I want you to pay attention, but don't go nowhere, because after the video, we still have more in the kitchen.
Child Jesus Christ, happening now in home now. On a chocolate back ulo mado. Ula baloko. Ako kalano. Hey, ya baba na top mado. Oh, baba na top mado. Oh, ya mega ha. Oh, gas na. Hey. Kana mega ni mo shop up ngini o. Hey. Yana baga ni be shop. Yana baga ni be shop that girl. Oh, gas na. Oh, mi na oge eh. Em mốt tao đâu kìa. Anh mấy video hàng nào đang? Hôm mina. Nhà mua. Nhà mua mà quay. Nhà mua. Ya, injini makota. Chukuna mena ya bero. Hey, o super pelero. Ọ bala.
Sorry for blocking some part of the video because of the images that showed. because these kind of gory images are not good for the platforms that we are using. So my people, I have another video to show you as well. But before that, let us analyze this briefly before playing the second video. It is in the public that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, as it stands today, is winning the zoo for the so-called accelerated trial of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not going accordingly. And we all know that it has become our tradition in Biafra territory, especially in Igbo land, that whenever Mazi Nnamdi Kanu goes to the court, is a Kanu day in our lives. Is a Kanu day. It is known as Kanu day both in our lives and in our land, in Igbo land. So the zoo is aware that we are sitting at home today. Also, we know that the drug lord, the drug president, Tinubu, is visiting Anambra State today. In fact, as I'm speaking to you right now, he's in Awka with Soludo and their co-criminals. And we also called for sit at home. And sit at home is a kind of protest, which is to show that we are not happy with what they are doing to us, which has nothing to do with burning trucks or setting, properties ablaze. It has absolutely nothing to do with these things. But what did they do? Because of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu defeating the zoo in their own court of law, the zoo Janjaweed is currently doing unthinkable in Olu, only for them to take the video and send to Justice James Omotosho, claiming that this is very soon you will hear. As I'm speaking to you right now, just pay attention, put your ears on the ground. Another thing you will hear now is that this is being done by ESN, when they know that even ESN is no longer on existence. They know, all of them are aware, but they can never stop using that name ESN because they are holding Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in their custody. Are you paying attention? So they are going to say, hey, it was done by the ESN. This is their number one target in order to use it against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Then the second target is to instigate war between the East and the North. Because if you look closely, you will see that these trucks are, northern trucks, probably Dangote trucks. Some of them, not all of them, because I can see Tipa there. So these trucks, many of them, or should I say 90% of them, because there's another video which I'm going to play for you, 90 or 95% of them are Dangote trucks. So the second plan of doing this is to instigate battle between the East and the North. Are you paying attention? In order for them to continue the suppression and subjugation of the Igbo people, to continue destroying us. And when you see where these trucks are being set ablaze, you see that this is like a market square, whereby there are lots of shops around that very place. This is happening in Olu, a place called Omunna, or is it Omunna or Omunnolu? Yes. You see? So what they are doing is just what they have been told to do. And now they are going to change the matter. But we are here. We are here to show them the way it happened. We are here to tell them, no, this is not what happened. Because so I want to use this opportunity to tell our people, especially those who are traveling, if you know that you are traveling or you are living around Olu axis, please don't use this very route. Don't use this very route because it is very, very dangerous at this very point in time. This route is not good. Omunnolu is not to be used at this very point in time. Omunna Olu is not to be visited at this very point in time. So any traveler should stay clear. Let me use this opportunity to let you know that the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been adjourned to 14th, 21st, and 22nd of May 2025. And remember that we are still coming back for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's court proceeding today. We're going to let you know how it happened. So stay tuned while I play the second video and more to follow. You see what is going on? This is another video. The trucks here are more than 10. They are more than 10. And this thing is happening close to people's business places. Today, where Biafrans are sitting at home to respect Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's court appearance, the Zoo Janjaweed is busy setting Dangote trucks ablaze. This one is even more than 10. Here alone is quite unfortunate. I'm not going to open the video, completely. Here alone, if I'm to count here, there are about 15 Dangote trucks being set ablaze here in Omona Olu in the old Imo State. This is the making of the Zoo Janjaweed. And they are shooting sporadically as I'm speaking to you right now, scaring people and chasing them away for them not to take videos of their heinous crime and atrocities against humanity in Biafra land. But this thing is not going to last forever, I can assure them. Thank you, my people. To salo numozia and make it go viral.